What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Black Geek Cool podcast, where we talk about comic book news and anime news, sometimes from the small and the big screen. I'm your host, Gershon. This is episode 50. Episode 50. Wow, really crazy that I've done this many episodes, surprisingly. I want to do a giveaway. Let me know what you guys think I should give away. Either a t-shirt, or I think I got like Black Geek Cool socks. Let me know which one. Hit me in the comments or hit me up on Twitter, on Instagram. Black Geek Cool on Instagram and Black Geek Cool on Twitter, or Black Geek Cool podcast at Gmail. Let me know which one, and we'll set something up and do something for this 50th episode. I do sound tired. Sorry for that. My sleeping schedule's all messed up. I was working nights for a while. I'm back on days. So I'm going to sound really groggy and sleepy. I'm working on it. I'm getting back into rotation, my regular sleep. Also, a quick thank you to Mike for being the first Patreon. I know I said it like 2 weeks ago, but I want to say it again. Thank you. Appreciate it. Really appreciate that. Check out the Patreon if you would like to. Black Geek Cool at Patreon. Look at the tiers, see the rewards, see if you want to be a patron. It will definitely help the cause here, and you'll get some cool stuff. Also, while you're doing that, go ahead and like this podcast, rate it 5 stars, all that good stuff. Helps with the algorithm, helps me get in front of more people, get more people to listen, and boost me up and all that good stuff. Like, hit the like button. I'm sorry, this is terrible. Hit the like button, and if you're watching us on YouTube, share it, all that good stuff. Share it everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I don't even know. I've never used TikTok. I'm not going to lie to you. But share it on all the social media platforms and all that good stuff. Since you guys are all at home anyway, because you guys are staying safe and staying at home, being responsible, love it. Definitely do that. But with all that out the way, let's dive into this week's episode, guys. So first up, small screen news. Colin Trevorrow, I think I pronounced his name right. So his Star Wars 9 script got animated by, I don't know the guy's name, but I can tell you where to go find it. It's a channel on YouTube called Mr. Sunday. Is it Mr. Sunday? I'm blanking on his name now. I had it all queued up. I remembered it. Give me 1 second. I thought I was on top of this. I'm not. Oh, you know how I do in this podcast. I fly by the edge of my seat sometimes. I'm blank. I can't find this thing on YouTube. Mr. Sunday Movies. Go check it out there. It is really cool. So, the guy that edits Mr. Sunday's videos, he's also an animator. So he animated the whole script that Colin Trevorrow wrote that they didn't use for Star Wars 9. It is really interesting. It's weird, but the script is very interesting. The animation is amazing. Like, somebody need to get this man a job. Like, he did an awesome job with this animation. It looks really good, and it's actually cohesive. It's a good story, even though he's got like bits and pieces of the script, and he animated to it. It looks amazing. Like, if you're a Star Wars fan, you owe it to yourself to go check it out. It's kind of better than what we got in The Last Jedi. Like, it's something I would have rather saw than, not The Last Jedi, the Rise of Skywalker. I would have rather saw this instead of the Rise of Skywalker script we did get in movie theaters. But I definitely think it's worth to check out. So go check it out. Mr. Sunday Movies on YouTube. Let me see what's it called. The video is called the Cancel Star Wars Episode 9 Animated. It looks like claymation, but I don't think it is claymation. that makes it even much better. Oh, it looks really good. Go check it out, guys. In other news, comic writers are campaigning to do a Marvel versus DC crossover. If you didn't know, which I forgot to talk about this, one of the comic book distributors, I can't say that word, plans on stop selling hardbacks, I believe, and only doing digital comic books. I know Marvel's moving towards only doing digital. DC also is doing kind of the same thing, releasing hard paperbacks in smaller quantities. Unfortunately, the comic book industry is kind of going under. I mean, it's been going under for a while, but they've been fighting it off. But now it's really catching up to them. And these comic book writers want to, put some life back into the medium. So they feel a DC, Marvel crossover right now would really spark more interest and all that good stuff. Which I think it makes sense. I don't know if it's going to do what they want, but it's worth a try. Might as well give people something they have only seen once or twice. Being everybody's at home, this is a perfect time. I mean, at least maybe not for like actual physical copies, but definitely for digital copies. I think it's a really good idea. I'd be interested to see how they pull it off, or if they can pull it off, or if DC and Marvel can work together. I mean, I don't know how Marvel feels about their comic division right now, because they're firing on all cylinders with their TV shows and their movies. So I don't know how they feel about the comics right now necessarily, even though a lot of that is their blueprints for all the movies and stuff they show. So it might be something they need to look into. But yeah, that would be really interesting if they did that. In other news, some more movies have come to streaming last week. So Bad Boys for Life came to streaming last week, and Sonic the Hedgehog are all on digital now, so you go check that out. I definitely say if you're a Sonic fan, check out Sonic. It wasn't that bad of a movie. It's really good. It's actually really good. A lot better than I thought it was going to be. You also could check out my review on BLACKGEEKCOOL on the YouTube channel. I didn't see Bad Boys for Life. I still got to go see that. Maybe I'll get that myself on digital and check that out, because I heard it was pretty good, except for, I guess, they split those two up, and like you come to see Bad Boys for Life, you see them together, not split up. So for the most part, I heard it was a really good movie though, so I probably should check that out as well. It might come on the live. Did I do a live trailer reaction? I have to see if I did. I don't think I did a live trailer reaction for that one. I have to look into that, because then I really need to watch the movie. But in other news, if you didn't know, HBO dropped like 500 hours of free television and movies. So if you go to HBO Go app or HBO Now app, or probably just HBO.com, they have a section where it says free subscription or free something, no subscription required. They have a couple. They have like The Wire on there. They have Silicon Valley. A couple other really good show. Barry. Yeah, Barry. Barry's on there. That's a really good show. Check Barry out. It's really good. I'm actually kind of trying to watch season 6 of the Silicon Valley. I didn't watch that season, so I'm kind of watching that right now. And they got a couple good movies on there. So you're at home anyway, you need some new stuff to watch. There you go. When you don't have HBO already, there you go. You got like 500 hours of free stuff to watch. Definitely take advantage of that. In other news, Disney Plus. So Disney Plus added like Xmen profile images. So if you're on Disney Plus, you have your own profile. You could pick from many different characters: Star Wars, Disney animated movies, Marvel movies, Pixar, all that. You can pick that. They've added X-Men now. So that's leaving people to believe that either... And the X-Men they added were from the 90s cartoon X-Men. The characters look very similar to those. So people are... I know there was a rumor that Disney were planning on doing Disney Plus solo series for the X-Men. So like doing a Cyclops, a Wolverine, maybe not a Wolverine, we've already done that one. But like a Gambit, a Rogue, a Storm. They were trying to do Disney Plus shows like that. I don't know if it was live action or animated. Very interesting to do either one. But I don't know if they're doing that to fill them out to see if, you know, where people want the X-Men to go with direction, all that good stuff. I mean, you know, people want them in the MCU. That's a given. Like, that's what we really want to see. But they're probably trying to see where else they can make money off this huge IP they've bought from Fox, and try to get as much money from it as possible, because, you know, they semi-bankrupt right now. They're having a little cash flow issue with the so-called virus. We're going to call it the virus, because when we say the C word, people get upset. But yeah, so I might have to check out to see if I'm going to change my avatar to... I don't know if they got Nightcrawler. If they got Nightcrawler, I'm probably going to change it to Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler was my character. I love Nightcrawler. See, I'm up here trying to do it right now. Let me stop. But yeah, let me know if you're excited about that. Are you excited to have X-Men on there? Are you using it? Nightcrawler. No Nightcrawler. So I'm not excited anymore. If they had Nightcrawler, I would have been super excited. Yeah, they look really cool. Let's not do that. Let me go back to Black Panther. Sorry, I got distracted. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel about that. Next bit of news, Demon Slayer Season 2 has a release date. Just to let you guys know where I am on Demon Slayer, I'm at the part where he meets the... I think they call it not the Hokage, the Haikabus or Hirashus. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't even know. I can't remember what the word is. I'm there where it's not Deku. What is his name? Tanjiro. Is it Tanjiro? I think his name is Tanjiro. You know, I'm just garbage with names. I think it's Tanjiro. And Tanjiro meets the top demon slayers. He's talking to them, and they got Nezuko. I want to say Nezuko. Yeah, I want to say that's his sister. You know that he's kind of on trial for traveling with a demon, being a demon slayer. That's frowned upon. All this stuff. But then you find out like the head guy that runs the whole association knew about it and okayed it to an extent. So slight spoilers if you haven't got that far. But everybody's already watched this except me, because I don't like to watch it subbed, and I'm watching it dubbed, and it takes forever on Cartoon Network. It's an episode at a time. Oh, it sucks. But it's still a really good series and just worth watching. I'm not going to lie to you. But yeah, and I totally forgot to tell you guys why I was talking about Demon Slayer. So season 2 is supposed to be released in 2021. And I guess that Demon Slayer movie is supposed to be coming out later this year. So that's two things that we're excited and look forward to. I definitely got to check out more about the movie that they're coming out. I forgot the name of it, but it looks like one of the Hajira. I don't think that's it, but the guy with like the flames eyebrows, he looks weird. I thought he would be cooler, but he doesn't. You know, he's not as cool as I thought he was. But I think he's supposed to be in it, just from the trailer I saw a while back. I might be remembering wrong too, so don't quote me on that. But in other news, Barbara Gordon has been confirmed for season 3 of Titans, which I still haven't watched. I don't know if it's unfortunate or lucky or whichever you want to say it. I still have to go to work because at my job, we're considered essential. So I don't have a lot of time on my hands to watch these things like some of you guys have. Which some of you guys, it sucks that you can't go to work because you're not making that money, and that sucks. And I feel for you. That sucks. But some people are off with pay and they're just living it up watching stuff. I want to watch some stuff too. I'm missing a lot of stuff. And like apparently this month a lot of stuff has dropped on like Netflix, Amazon, ABC, NBC. A lot of shows just premiered this April, which is crazy. I gotta catch up on some stuff. So, like I was saying, Barbara Gordon is coming to Titans season 3. I still haven't finished season 1 or 2. Way behind on that. But let me know how you feel about that. If you're a Titans fan, if you're watching the show, are you keyed in on it? Are you excited for this new edition? Who else do you hope is coming to this season? I know Deathstroke and his kids came last season. Also, Aqualad, Superboy, Crypto, I think Wonder Girl. They added a lot of people on season 2 because I think they felt they weren't going to get a third season, so they were like, forget it, we're going to go out with gusto and throw everybody in here, which that's what you do. You should assume every season is your last season and just go full throttle. Don't leave anything in the tank. I mean, that's how I feel. But it seems like they're getting another season, so now they got to open that tank again and pull out some more stuff. So who do you think they also will add to this season? Let me know down in the comments, or at BlackGeekCOOL on Instagram, BlackGeekCOOL on Twitter, or BlackGeekCOOL Podcast at Gmail. In other news, Quibi is live now. Like they've been promoting this thing for a while. Like they got Chance the Rapper has a show on that. There's a whole bunch of slightly independent shows, and the big thing about Quibi, they're supposed to be like 10-minute episodes of stuff. So it's the whole, you can watch that in the Quibi and all that. Like, I give it to them. They made themselves very well known in this market. Like, I know more, I've heard more commercials about Quibi than I did HBO Max. And HBO is already a stable. But I seen no commercials for HBO Max. I think I may have seen the one when they were talking about their lineup. But after that, no more commercials. Which I'm like, y'all slacking, because Quibi out here just promoting this. Like, I seen one for the dude from, I forget the name of the movie. It was a movie where the teenagers had got superpowers, kinetic powers and stuff. What's his name? I forgot his name too. Oh, I hate when I forget people's names. I know you guys love it. Mike, I know you love this. You'll get real drunk today because I know you got a drinking game. So, side note, my friend Mike, who is also a patron on Patreon, he said he's made a drinking game. I think I might have talked about this. Whatever, I'm going to keep saying it. He made a drinking game, so every time I forget a character or an actor's name, he takes a drink. If you want to join in the game, push hashtag BGC drinking game on Twitter. Let me hit me with pictures. Let me know what you're drinking on. All that good stuff. Anyway, what is the actor's name? So I got to get to one actor to get to another actor, and I still don't know that actor's name. I don't even know the name of the movie. What was it? It started with a C. Oh, this is gonna upset me. So, one of the actors in this movie is from Black Panther. He is Killmonger. Michael B. Jordan. There we go. Michael B. Jordan plays in this movie with this other guy, where they get telekinetic powers, and they can move stuff with their minds. They're teenagers. One goes crazy, becomes kind of a mad evil man and trying to destroy people with his powers. Another guy had to stop him with his powers. Blah blah this. I forgot why I'm on this. So the main guy in that movie, he has a show on Quibi where he is, I guess, a serial killer. He picks up this lady picks him up in what their version of Uber. And he's like, hey, I don't live at this place that you picked me up. I just murdered the people that opened the door when I knocked on it. that looked interesting. It actually looked very interesting. He's a good actor. He is very compelling in stuff he's in. I just can't remember the man's name. But let me know if you got Quibi. Let me know if it's worth it. I know they got like a 90-day trial. I might have to do that trial and see what they got on there. Because hey, it's content. If it's good stuff, something good to watch, I'll watch it. And if I can find the time. 10 minutes too. If that's a Quibi, I can do it. In other news, Disney Plus, I don't know if this is 100%, so take this with a grain of salt, especially with the virus out there. It might delay some more stuff. But there's rumors that Loki and the What If Disney Plus series is coming in 2021 if shooting all that works. Also, a theory or a rumor that Moon Knight, She-Hulk, Miss Marvel, and Hawkeye are all coming 2022. Hopefully we can get some actual dates, but right now we're just waiting for, everything to clear up so they can actually get back to shooting. A lot of these shows and whatnot just need to get back to shooting. I'll be honest with you. But that's super exciting. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got Disney Plus for two things. Well, three things. I got it for Gargoyles. I got it for The Famous Jet Jackson, which is not on there. I'm very disappointed. Disney need to get on top of that. Stop playing with me. I want to watch The Famous Jet Jackson. I want to relive my childhood and watch that. I did that with Gargoyles already. Still a great show. Go check that out. It's on Disney Plus. It's still amazing. Well before its time. Awesome show. Need to put Famous Jet Jackson on there. I was okay with Smart Guy. Smart Guy kept a little place in my heart, but I still want Jet Jackson. And these Disney Plus shows. That's what I wanted. I mean, the Marvel Disney Plus shows. That's why I got Disney Plus for. Yes, my daughter watches Mulan on it. My son watches all the Cars movies and love those. We're going to watch Onward soon because I heard that's really good. Makes you cry about your dad or your brother, but that's what I heard. But yeah, that's why I got Disney Plus, for the Marvel shows. That's what I'm really excited for. So I want to see those come down the pipeline. We're supposed to still get Falcon and Winter Soldier this year. That's supposed to still be happening. Apparently, they shot enough. They were like a week out of left of shooting. But it seems like they can edit around that and still premiere the show and still be a cohesive show. So that's coming. So I'm super excited for that. I really want to see that show. I really want to see what they do with that show. And we're still supposed to be getting WandaVision this year. It got pushed back a little bit because I think they were a little farther away from finishing the shoot on that, but they make it seem like they still can make it, so we will see. In other news, I talked about this maybe 2 podcasts ago. There's a new series on Amazon. I think it premiered on the 3rd. Called Loop. Tales from the Loop. I gotta watch it. I don't know. Have you guys watched it? What did you think about it? Let me know. I've heard a couple little rumblings that it was really good. The first episode was really good. I gotta go check that out. I watched the first episode of Vagrant Queen. You go check out my review on that. And yes, I say Valiant like 3 times in that review. I don't know. I just had Valiant on my head. I think I was just talking about another Valiant comic or something. So that I pronounced that show terribly wrong 3 times. Didn't even know. I think I did it 4 times. Did it at the end too. But yeah, there you got a new episode that came out last Friday. I got to check that out. There's another show I'm forgetting that came out or is close to it. I got to start writing these down. I be scatterbrained. But yeah, last bit of news on small screen, because I got kind of lost there. Archer season 11. Season 11. Archer is a really good show. Like, I was with it for like 7 to 8 seasons. Fell off a little bit, came back a couple more seasons. But season 11 got pushed back. Of course, we know why. But hopefully we get that out, and I'll get back on board. Archer is a really good show. It's hilarious. It's smart. It's funny. Also, we're waiting for Venture Brothers season 8. They announced it like 2018. Still waiting for it. That's also a really good show. Super crazy. Art style's amazing. Characters, they do very well character development on that show. Characters, they get deep into them and tell you about them, and it's funny too. Super funny. It's also weird, just super weird. Out of nowhere. It's not like Rick and Morty. Oh, that's a show. Oh, when did that come out? I think it comes out. So I just remembered the show that I remembered that I should check out. Solar Opposite. Solar Opposite. Let's see if that's out. It's supposed to be on Hulu. Oh, okay. When did it come out? Why didn't I tell you when it comes out? That makes no sense. Whatever. Oh, May 8th. So we got a while for that one. I just had a brain fart. Sorry, guys. Like I was saying, Archer got pushed back. We're still waiting on Venture Brothers season 8. And we have this other show, Solar Opposite, that was made by Rick and Morty. One half of Rick and Morty is coming in May 8th. It looks kind of like a clone of Rick and Morty. Oh, that's also, we're supposed to be getting more Rick and Morty. I forgot to put that in my notes. So they dropped the trailer for the last 5 episodes of season 4 of Rick and Morty. They played it to The Boys Are Back in Town. Very smart. Perfect on the nose. You got Rick doing Rick things, Morty doing weird Morty things, and I'm very excited for this to come back. Like the last, I think it was 5 or 6 episodes? Because I think they're doing 10 episodes a season now because they got like 70 episodes. Last 5, really good. Awesome shows. Really good. And it's just a good show. And they got, I don't know, I didn't see anything about Evil Morty in the trailer, but you just saw some crazy hijinks that Rick and Morty get into, and it's a fun time. It's hard not to like the show. It really is. It's really difficult. But yeah, I think that's all my scatterbrained thoughts on small screen news. Like always, let me know if there was something I missed that you wanted me to talk about, get my opinion on, or just get my thoughts on that I did not talk about in this small screen part of the podcast. Hit me up, BLACKGEEKCOOL on Instagram, BLACKGEEKCOOL on Twitter, BLACKGEEKCOOL podcast at Gmail, and I'll definitely put it in the next podcast. Alright guys, time for big screen news. First up, Jurassic World 3. The director released a new image from the movie since he's at home editing it. You see his home office and whatnot. It wasn't much you could take from it, but it's cool that he's trying to keep it on our radars. Hey, just so you know, we still doing this dinosaur stuff. We making this happen. And I'm not gonna lie to you, go check out is it Battle on Little Rock? I think that's what it's called. It's this Jurassic World short they did. It's amazing. So if that movie is gonna be that times 10, I'm in. It looks so good. It was so cool. The characters, I don't know if those characters are going to be in Jurassic World 3, but if they could get that feel from that short into this movie, they got my money. It looks so good. I am not going to lie. It looks really good. But yeah, the image, you couldn't really take much from it. It's hard to really know what's going on from that still image, but it's cool that he's still letting us know. I'm not here. I'm high home. Blah, blah, blah. I can't talk. Oh, let me get some water. Hold on, guys. Let me drink some water real quick. I'm going to pause it so you don't have to hear it. Sorry, guys. Got a little bit of dry mouth. And I hate the sound of people drinking water on podcasts. I know you feel the same, so I spared you of that. But back to what I was saying. It's cool for him to be at home letting us know, like, hey, I'm working on it. Yes, I'm at home. I'm being safe, staying home, doing my thing like I'm supposed to. But I'm still working on this project that y'all gonna love later. And I like that. I appreciate that. In other news, a lot of movie theaters might not be coming back when this whole thing, I don't want to say clears up, when this whole thing kind of gets better. Let's say that. Because I don't think this is going away. I think this is just going to be a new way of life that we're going to have to adjust. That's my opinion, though. Anyway, it's very, like, AMC seems like they might not be able to withstand this shutdown. I'm not saying that movie theaters per se will be gone. I'm saying the names of those movie theaters might be transferring over to new names. Those companies might get bought up and restructured because they're losing money daily. Like, you got no income coming in, you can't pay for nothing. And you still got employees, you still got property tax, all that stuff, and you can't pay for none of that. So it's not looking good for them, unfortunately. And even when everything clears up, how long before people feel, 100% safe going to the movies? Because there's going to be a little bit of time period where people are like, yeah, we could go back outside. First thing I want to do is go see a movie in a dark room. I mean, I'm one of those people that will be like, I want to go see a movie in a dark room because there's going to be some cool movies coming out. I want to see them. But not the whole world feels that way. Some people just want to be outside. But that's another thing that's happening. A lot of drive-in movies are just blowing up right now. There's like 13 drive-in movies across the United States, and they're doing business. So something that was a relic is become new and fresh, or a necessity per se. So I don't know if that's something that some movie theaters might take into account, have a little bit of area for drive-through just in case this happens again, but it's something to think about. But it does suck that those theaters might be lost to us. Well, those theater chains might be lost to us. I don't think movie theaters are going away. I think they just might adapt and change, but some of those might get lost in that adaptation and that change. So, pour one out for him. In other news, Shazam 2 director says he can't do anything right now. Like, he got to be at home. But he wants to let us know he's still working as well. He said, yeah, I can't do nothing right now, but I still can work on the script. I can't shoot shots. I can't talk to my cast. Or I can't get actors and put them together, shoot scenes, whatnot. But I still can work on the script. So he's at home working on the script. Hopefully, that means he's banging out a good script. I'm not going to lie to you. I liked the first Shazam. I thought it was really cool. I thought it didn't need to be as dark as this was, but I thought it was really funny. And I enjoyed it a lot. I'm surprised it didn't do better at the theaters because I had a fun time watching it. Like, I didn't mind watching it again. Like, Aquaman, I only need to watch that one time. I'm not hating on Aquaman. I just didn't like the movie like that. Thought it was okay. It was okay. But I didn't need to watch that multiple times. Shazam, I don't mind watching that multiple times. I had fun with it. I laughed a lot of it. It was cool. But they can't shoot right now. We know why. But he in there making that script real good. So hopefully this extra time bangs that script out and put some stuff in there, and the masses will like it better. In other news, Train to Busan has a sequel. We got the trailer. Let me watch the trailer. I'm not going to be able to pronounce what the sequel name is. Peninsula, I think that's what it's called. So let me watch the trailer right quick. I was going to do a live reaction, but I'm gonna watch it now and talk to you guys about it. Okay, that looks very cool. I should have done a live reaction to that. It looks very cool. I didn't see Train to Busan. I'm not gonna lie to you. I keep hearing it's really good. I just haven't had time, and I hate subtitles. I really hate subtitles. I hate reading stuff. But I've been told I need to get over that because there's a lot of foreign films that are really good. My wife just watched one. She said it was really good. Moved her, and it was foreign. She had to read, not too much, but she had to read a little bit. So, maybe I'll try to watch it this weekend if I can squeeze it in because I love zombies. Zombies and vampires are my two like horror things that I watch no matter what. But yeah, this trailer looks good. It reminds me of I don't know what is it called. I think it's called Night of the Living Dead. Not the original, not the second remake. The one when like the zombies are walking across the world and maybe it's just Night of, I don't know what that one's called. I think it came out 2012. Nope, that's not it. What is that? That's weird. I wish I knew the name of that movie. I don't know. It was the one where, like that. The black guy was like the zombie. He was like a security guard zombie, and he had a gun. He learned how to shoot a gun, and they were walking underwater. There's this thing they did in the movie where they did these zombie cage matches. So that's what they do in this, and it's very reminiscent of that, but kind of a cooler way in this one. So super excited. Got to check that out. I have no idea when that's coming out. I didn't look. I was so excited. Let me see if I can find out right quick. Let's see. When is this coming out? Oh, it doesn't have a release date. Oh, that sucks. I guess this year. I guess it's coming out this year. So that's pretty cool. I'm assuming later in this day. But in other news, the Minions 2 has been delayed. So they've been delayed a whole year. They were supposed to come out July 2nd, 2020. Now they're coming out July 2nd, 2021. My kids are very upset about that because they love the Minions. They were super excited for it. Super excited for it. Oh, I forgot to talk about this though. Trolls World Tour is actually going to release on digital. The first movie that was supposed to go to theaters now is going straight to digital. I think they're doing that 24-hour rental for $20. But I think Fandango has some deal where you could get like 50% off like the Troll movie, and if you pre-order the Troll War Tour or something like that. I don't know what it is. Go check that out if you're interested in it. Just hit Fandango up. You can see they probably have a promotion there. My kids want to see that, so I'm debating if I'm going to pay for that too, so we can sit down and watch that. We'll see. Might do a little family movie night on that. But yeah, Minions delayed. I don't know. That's a big delay. It's a real big delay. I don't know. Maybe they were trying to, do all the work at home. Software messed up, crashed, lost a whole bunch of the movie. I know there's some story out there that they almost lost all of Toy Story, either 2 or 3. The files are lost, and it just happened that somebody else had a backup. And that was the only way they had that movie. So this could have happened that way. I mean, humans make mistakes. It happens. You can't be too mad. But maybe that happened and then they got pushed back. Or maybe they just felt they can tweak it more and, do a better job. You always look at it a second time. Be like, you know what? I could do better here. Let's shut this down. And right now they got nothing but time on their hands. So might as well get it done. And other delays, Top Gun got delayed until December 23rd of this year. Top Gun 2. I'm not gonna lie to you, I've never watched Top Gun. I never watched it all the way through. I saw pieces of it. So I know Maverick, Iceman, the other one. There's a volleyball scene and motorcycles. That's all I know about Top Gun. And fast jets. Because I love jets, but that's all I know about Top Gun. So I'm not too sad about it, but I know some people are super Top Gun fans, so that sucks for you guys. But you're supposed to get it this year if everything clears up. Quiet Place also got a new release date, September 4th, 2020. I am super excited for this film, though. Oh, Quiet Place 2. I wish they wouldn't have gave it a date. When you give something a date, you get my expectations up. I get excited, and part of me knows they might not be able to release it then. Something might happen where they can't release it then, which will suck. So I'm a little bit sad about that, but it is what it is. I'm putting it on the calendar. I got to make a to-do list so I can start remembering these movies. I'm gonna put it on the calendar so I can go check it out. In other news, so Uncharted started filming. They finally got around to filming. Uncharted's they've been in the works of trying to make this movie for I think about 6-7 years now. They've really been trying to make an Uncharted movie for a long time. It got delayed for multiple different reasons, went through multiple different people, went from different directors to different stars. They finally landed on Tom Hiddleston as a star. I'm forgetting dude's name. Dude with the third nipple, I forget his name. Mark Wahlberg, he's in it as well. He's playing Sully. I'm not gonna lie to you, I've never played the Uncharted games, so I'm just going off of memory what I heard or read in the news what the characters are. But they finally got everything together, got the ink signed, ready to start shooting, camera, all the stuff. They're real good. First day of shooting. First day. Roll film. Hey, shut this down. Shut it down. They got shut down on the first day of filming. Oh, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. I understand why. Safety first. But that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. So, needless to say, that's the lead. Uncharted is the lead. Sucks for them. But hopefully, it doesn't get 100% canceled and they still can do the film. So, hopefully that happens that way. In other news, April 3rd would have been the day we would have been able to watch, not knowing what's going on now, we would have been able to watch DC Cyborg. Yeah, that's when Cyborg the movie was supposed to come out if it didn't get canceled. Cyborg is like one of the only heroes left to do a solo movie from that Justice League movie that I was excited for. I was excited for a Cyborg movie. I like the Cyborg character as he is in the DC movie universe as of right now. And I forget the actor's name, but I thought he did a really good job, made the character real compelling, very interesting. And I wanted to get into his backstory and learn more about him and watch his journey as he becomes a hero. I was super excited for it. Way more excited for that than Flash with Ezra Miller. We'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, this would have been the weekend, our past weekend, that we would have been able to see that movie. Or at least we would have had it on digital if they sent it to the movies. I don't know. They probably would have not sent it to the movies, but we would have been able to see a trailer at least. I give it to you, his design was a little bit weird in Justice League, but I think they could have touched it up in his solo movie, gave it a different design and whatnot. But yeah, I was so excited for that. What I wasn't excited for was Ezra Miller's Flash movie, but it seems like I don't have to worry about it anymore. So I say that because Ezra Miller choked. I wanted to say that. I couldn't say that. I was gonna put in does Wayne Brady have to choke a bitch? But I'm not gonna do that. But apparently Ezra Miller got into altercation with a fan where he choked him, and not looking good. They got it on video. The fan is not fighting back. He is just choking her. It's not like a super aggressive choke, but it's still a choke. He choked her and laid her on the ground. I guess the fan was with another group of fans. This is just hearsay. This is what I heard, kind of what was going on. I'm not saying I was there. Of course I wasn't there. I would be like, Ezra, why are you choking people? Apparently, these groups of fans were at this bar that Ezra Miller likes to go to in the Netherlands, and they were kind of real obnoxious and messing with him. They wanted to play fight with him, and I guess he got a little serious, and one thing led to another. The bar initially let him out. They told him he had to leave. Not the fans. They said he had to leave, so that means you were the aggressor. You were the start of... They felt you were the one that was dangerous, not the one in danger. So I don't know how this is going to go forward for Ezra Miller. He is actually the star of two big franchises. He's in the DCU verse, or whatever they're calling it, DCEU verse, or whatever they're calling it. They still haven't come up with a name. And he's also in the Harry Potter universe. What is it? The Fantastic Beasts series. He's kind of coming up in the third one. He's supposed to be like a bigger lead in it. So I don't know how this is going to affect those two jobs for this man. I mean, you did what you did, so you got to take that punishment. Hopefully it doesn't make him lose his job. I hate see people lose their jobs unless they did something real terrible, which you kind of did something real terrible, my dude. I get it, they were coming at you, but you supposed to be a professional. You should have had security. Why you out here by yourself? Why you out in the bars anyway? You supposed to be at home safe. We on lockdown, my dude. What is you doing? But yeah, we'll see in the next couple of weeks what happens if Warner Brothers want to distance themselves from them. I can see them. I mean, the Flash movies has been like delayed multiple times, different directors. I don't see why they would be like, you know what? I don't think we're going to go this way with you, Ezra. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it. I can see them doing that. Now, Fantastic Beasts, they've kind of put him on a platform already. He's kind of essential in that series. But thinking this is Hollywood, you can write anybody out. you can write somebody out. Look what they did to what's her name? They did it to two people. I forgot her name. And Vib. They did it to Aunt Vib. Wrote her out. Did her wrong. They wrote out one little girl, made her go upstairs on Family Matters. Never came back. Wrote her out. And then 4 to 5 seasons later, wrote out her mom. So anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. And this is a world of wizards and whatnot. So you can easily explain, like, why does he look different? Spell. Boom. Move on. 2 seconds of little dialogue, and we're back in the movie. So, oh, bruh. So we'll see. We'll find out. And, I mean, everybody's at home right now, so I know everybody done saw this. So everybody asking what's going to happen, what's going on. He gonna get some protest. He gonna get some stuff. So we'll see what happens with that. In other news, so with all the cancellations and movies moving, Phase 4 in Marvel has a whole new release date. Basically, what they've done is push every movie back one. So where Black Widow was supposed to come out, it's got pushed back to Eternals release date, and Eternals got pushed back to Shang-Chi's release date, and Shang-Chi's release date got packed back, and so on and so forth. It hasn't affected Phase 4's release dates, though, so that's a positive. So, like I said, Black Widow's now coming out November 6th, 2020. The Eternals are now coming out February 12th, 2021. Shang-Chi is coming out May 7th, 2021. Doctor Strange is coming out November 5th, 2021. And Thor, Love, and Thunder is coming out February 18th, 2022. So, yeah. So, that's interesting. Hopefully everything clears up so these things can be there. But I hate, like I said before, I hate when they give release dates because it gets your I can't say that word. It gets your hopes up. It gets your hopes up. You get excited, like, oh, it's coming out this day now. But I'm worried, y'all. I'm worried, but I'm excited as well. In other news, Captain Marvel 2 actually got a release date as well. July 8th, 2022. I think I said that right. Yeah. July 8th, 2022. So that finally got a release date, which is really cool. We knew Captain Marvel was going to get a sequel. It made $1 billion, and it's a Marvel movie. At this point, every Marvel movie at least get three movies. You get your first one, you get your second one, and you get your third one. In Thor's case, you get a fourth one, because your third one was that good. And that's my dogs fighting. Hold on a second. Yeah, so, like I said, we knew that was going to get... Dogs are okay, just so you know. You knew that was going to get a sequel. $1 billion, Marvel movies, all that good jazz. In other news, Mulan has also got a new release date. That's supposed to be coming July 24th, 2020. So Disney has decided not to put those on the streaming service. Oh, I forgot about that. I just remembered something I forgot about. But we'll talk about that in a second. Disney decided not to put Black Widow and Mulan straight to digital. So that's going to be released July 24th, hopefully. I'm really excited. Not really excited, but interested to see what they do with Mulan. I wasn't super keen on the trailer, per se. But I heard that there were some screeners and people thought it was really good. Like one of the best live action adaptations, remakes that they've done, Disney so far. So I was really interested to see what happens with that. So now the news that I forgot to talk about, kind of small screen news, because it's been pushed from big screen to small screen, but we'll talk about it now. Artemis Fowl, I think I'm saying that right. Disney decided not to give that a release date, and that's gonna go to the Disney Plus app, I believe, later this year. They're just gonna put it on the Disney Plus app, which is like, what? They're not playing with this. I mean, I think Artemis Fowl was a Fox movie, if I recall. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong, but I think I'm right. Yeah, but they're putting that directly on Disney Plus, I believe. I don't think it's doing that like digital download to own thing. I think it's going directly to. I'm blanking out because I'm trying to see. I'm trying to look up Artemis Fowl, but I can't find it. I was trying to find out news if it was a Disney show or if it was a Fox show that Disney kind of owned, because was it on TV under like completely different? Sorry. I messed it up again. It's hard to look at stuff up and talk. And I know it's hard because I always mess up when I try to do it. But I can't find it. I can't find information on it at all. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know if that was a Disney movie per se. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Sorry about that, I had to sneeze. But yeah, it looks like it was a Disney thing first, not a Fox thing first, but they're just going to release it on Disney Plus. It doesn't give a date when that's gonna happen, but most likely later this year that will happen. Yeah, I mean, it sucks for that movie. Really sucks for that movie, but at least we still get it. At least they're not canceling it all together, so we get to see that on Disney Plus. That would be cool. In other news, Ant-Man 3 has added Jeff Livingston? I know I'm pronouncing that wrong. As a writer. So he also works on Rick and Morty. I forgot what episode he writes. So they're adding a little Rick and Morty feel to Ant-Man 3, which means Ant-Man 3 might be really good. Some people think they're doing that because Rick and Morty does a great job at multi-dimensions and explaining multi-dimensions very well. And Ant-Man is already gone into, the microverse. I believe it's called the quantum verse. I think that's what it's called. I vaguely remember. So it's very confusing to some people. I'm not gonna lie, it was slightly confusing to me, but then I was like, whatever, it's a new verse. But people think that them adding, which they have done, they've pulled a couple of different people for Rick and Morty to do different projects at Marvel, but people are thinking because they're adding them, they're trying to make their trans-dimensional explanation of all that happening easier and more fluid, which could only do good for the movie, which also hopefully they get some Rick and Morty comedy. No, they can't go too dark as Rick and Morty does because this is Disney and this is Marvel and this MCU. You can't go too dark, but maybe they could borderline it a lot. Hit you with a couple jokes you wouldn't expect and be like, this is a Disney movie? Get out of here. That would be really cool to see. But it makes me more interested in Ant-Man 3, to be 100% with you. I definitely hope they introduce some more Marvel characters. Some of the weirder characters would be really cool to introduce at this time, being that Ant-Man 3 kind of got made just because you make 3 of every superhero movie. Every solo superhero movie gets 3. And this is his third. It was really on the edge if it was going to get his third movie. Because that first one did okay. And that second one did not so okay. But yeah, they're getting the third. So hopefully they can do the best with it. Maybe they could pull a Ragnarok and get a 4th movie out of that. That would be really cool for them. And last bit of news. There's a rumor that Blade, the reboot they're doing with why did I start Al? Is Mershawn I can't say his name. Mashar Ali. I can't say his name. I gotta learn his name because he's gonna be Blade, and I gotta say that man's name properly. I respect him for being Blade. I think he'll be a great Blade. I really do. But the rumor is, his Blade movie might be coming October 7th, 2022. Oh, that's so far away. So far away, but super excited. Super excited for Blade. Super excited to see Blade back in the MCU. Being that Blade was one of the superheroes to kick off this superhero movie explosion. Yes, his movie didn't do like gangbusters. Mostly Xmen and Spider-Man did that, but Blade's movie made people feel okay with making superhero movies, realizing there's money in it, we can do that, and there's an audience for it. So to finally see him possibly getting his due, his respect, hopefully, I think Kevin Feige will do this. There's a cameo for Wesley Snipes in it. Hopefully he gets a cameo. That'd be really cool to see. He already threw his 2 cents on Twitter saying he's cool. I'm just calling Mr. Ali. Mr. Ali being Blade. He's really cool with that. So hopefully he can get a cameo. That'd be really cool to see in the movie. I think that would be amazing. But this is a rumor, and with everything's going on, it is very, very likely it might get pushed back. So keep that in mind, guys. But that's all the news I have for big screen news. As always, let me know if there was something you wanted me to talk about I didn't talk about. Get my comments on, my opinions on, and my thoughts. I'll definitely put it in the next podcast. Alright, guys, you know what time it is for the new segment I started like 3 podcasts back. It's called Live Action Trailers. I did a live reaction to it. I didn't get around to doing a review to it because it came out in theaters and it moved, and I'm adding more stuff to this thing. Review. I know I added some more stuff, but I thought it was cool. Anyway, so the movie we're talking about this time is Gemini Man, which I did do a live reaction to. I did. But the video got kind of corrupted, so you got like maybe a minute of the video, and then it just froze. So like 12 people got to see the whole video, and 32 other people were like, why is it frozen? So then I kind of removed it off the thing. But I did see the movie. I did see Gemini Man. So quick synopsis of the movie. The movie is about a assassin who decides to not be an assassin anymore. He decides to retire, blah, blah, this. As he retires, somebody's trying to kill him. So he has to come out of retirement to see who's trying to kill him. And that's when we get into all these crazy mishaps. It stars Will Smith. The other lady, I forget her name. She's in Birds of Prey as Huntress. She's really good in this movie. She is really good in this movie, which made me very excited to see her as Huntress, but they really didn't do anything with her in that movie, and that really sucks, because I think she would have been better in that movie if they gave her more stuff to do. But we're not talking about that movie. We're talking about Gemini Man. Like I say, Will Smith is Will Smith. He's a superstar. He's a great actor. When he's there, he's acting. You're seeing it. He's amazing at it. Nothing wrong there. Will Smith's doing his thing all the time. He's good in action. He's good in drama. He's charismatic. He makes you care about the character. He's amazing. He does a great job. Nothing wrong there. Good casting right there. All points. But Will Smith is doing double duty in this movie. He's not only acting as present day Will Smith, who we know is like 50, 49, but he's also acting at past Will Smith at 23 when he did that movie 6 Degrees of Separation. I think that's the name of the movie. Really good movie. Go check that out. I believe, don't quote me, I believe that is Will Smith's first movie, and he killed it in that. He killed it. Really good in that movie. But I feel like I'm talking fast, so I'm going to slow down a little bit. Yeah. Will Smith, we know he can act. He can do his thing. He can do it with people. He can do it by himself. Man of all trades. It is what it is. The thing about this movie is, you want to like it. You really do. But the CGI is atrocious. It is atrocious. It's so bad. The CGI is so bad. It makes the action scenes hard to watch. Action scenes that look like they really would have been good if you didn't get taken out of it because of the bad CGI. And the story it's typical Hollywood story. Bad guy did this for this reason. There's a couple little twists, but not monumentous twist. Nothing like, oh, how did that come out of me? I didn't know that was happening. It's nothing like that. You get it real quick, and you're like, okay, so let's get through this plot so we get to the next part of this movie. Like I say, the bad guy, he's okay. It's a dude from Children of Men. He was in Shooter, I think. A movie called Shooter. He's a really good actor. He was in other stuff. I can't think of his name. You know I'm terrible with names. That's another drink. He's okay in it. He does his thing. Nothing too grand and nothing too amazing, but he does what he does. He's serviceable as a bad guy. He helps the plot along. There's a couple little moments where you're like, oh, wow, you did that. But nothing like, wow, you did that. So, but who else is in this movie? Wong is in this movie. He's good in it. He's really good in it. He's interesting. He's fun. And you really like his character. I had fun with that. Like I said, the biggest biggest downfall of this movie is the CGI. I guess they went for some new kind of frames per second to make it feel like you were right there in the action, like you're involved in the action. Which, touche, new technology, get me more invested in the movie, great. But you practice this technology, you check and see if it works like the way you want to work, and if it doesn't, you scrap it and go back to what you know. And they said, nope, we're going to keep going full force. And I guess there's only certain theaters that could play the movie like the director originally wanted it to be played in a certain kind of frames per second. And I heard from people that did see it in that correct frames, it made them a little nauseous, and it still wasn't good. So you failed on all cylinders, my guy. But it's a very, I want to say, 90s kind of movie. Like, the whole plot and everything is very 90s, which is bad because it's a 2017 movie, I think. Maybe 2018. Probably 2018. So that's not a good... I know this movie was in production for a long time. Ang Lee was trying to make this movie for a long time. And he's a very good director. He's very good work. I can't think of it off the top of my head right now, but he does very good work. So we're going to get into a little bit of the spoilers of the movie. So if you haven't seen Gemini Man, which I'm pretty sure you haven't because it didn't do very well at the box office, we're going to spoil the rest of it for you. So here we go. So basically the biggest twist is old Will Smith, is being hunted down by young Will Smith. So the bad guy clones Will Smith, raises the clone, and he tells the clone he has to kill this guy. He doesn't tell the clone this guy is him. He just tells him he has to kill him. So they do this. The cool parts about this movie is you see Will Smith trying to kill himself, but he knows the tactics he would use to kill himself. So both of them are like, why is this guy so good? Oh my God, this guy stopped me from killing him. Wow, this guy almost killed me. He was amazing, blah, blah, this. That was cool. That was a cool aspect to have. But the CGI during the fight scenes where they face replaced them, it is horrible. It is so bad. It looks so bad. There's one point toward we spoiling it, so I don't even care. Toward the end of the movie, well, young Will Smith is out in the daylight talking to young Will Smith. Young Will Smith's out in the daylight talking to old Will Smith. I forget both of the characters' names. That's how bad this was. I forgot both of the characters' names. I think his name is Junior. So young Will Smith's character name is Junior. Old Will Smith is whatever they gave that guy's his name. But Junior was talking to old Will Smith outside, and it looked so bad. It looked so bad. Oh, it was so bad. Like, you was like, why did someone think this was okay? Like, you guys edited this, made sure the sound was good, and was like, yep, visually, this looked garbage, but we're going to put it out anyway. Oh, it's so bad. But, I think this movie could have been salvaged if they would have realized how bad the CGI was and just stopped and changed it and went to... Because Marvel does young faces very well. They've had a lot of Robbie Downey Jr. did a young face. Dude that plays the original Ant-Man. I want to say Patrick Stewart. Nope, that's not right. That's Star Trek. I forget his name, but he played a young Ant-Man. They did a young face with him. They did a young face with his wife. They did Nick Fury with a young face. They can do this technology. We know that technology's out there. Sorry, dry mouth. Had to cough. This technology is out there. We can do it. And they just chose not to. They really did. If they would have changed that, I think this movie would have been better. Because that one aspect takes you out the movie so bad. So bad. Like, there's this scene where Junior is fighting Will Smith in this mausoleum underground whale thing. And the fight is so just jumpy because they can't hold on his face too long because you can see how it just moves off. So you're doing jump cuts like ridiculous, and it sucks, and you can't see anything. It's so bad. But there are really big bright spots in this movie. There's a spot where Will Smith, the first time they send like a tactical team to go kill him, and he's at his home. He goes through this whole routine of getting out of his house, killing these guys, getting to the boat, and it's awesome. It is really cool. And then, like I said, the female character in this, I keep forgetting her name, she has a couple moments of acting that is just great. Like her and Will Smith acting together, really good. Really good. Great stuff. But all that's wasted by the terrible CGI that just makes you pull your eyes out. And then there was this weird thing where he's allergic to bees, and they use that. Was it bees? Yeah, he's allergic to bees. He gets stung. That was stupid. It was stupid. But they do great locations in the movie. The scenery is good, beautiful. And then like at the end. Junior teams up with old Will Smith. He's like, yeah, who he calls, the bad guy who he calls his dad, which is kind of his dad because he raised him. He's like, yeah, he's wrong, blah, blah, this. So they send another assassin after him who is like a super assassin who doesn't feel pain, who doesn't have any emotions, any of that stuff. And I'm like, if you had this guy, why didn't you send him in the first place? I hate when movies do that. They'll show me a better guy, and you should have sent him a long time ago. Like, why would you do that? But that fight is interesting. It's visually better because dude's wearing a mask, or you don't know he's a younger Will Smith with no pain threshold and no emotions. So the moves are a little better, but it brings back to the thoughts of like, why did you send this guy the first time and just get this over with? So, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. But yeah, that's my review of Gemini Man. Let me know if you saw it. What did you think of it? Out of 10, I gave it a 4, maybe a 3. More like a 3.4, honestly. Let me know what you thought of it. Hit me up, BlackGeekCool on Instagram, BlackGeekCool on Twitter, and BlackGeekCoolPodcast@gmail.com. All right, guys. Thanks for listening to the podcast. I appreciate it so much. You can check out the podcast, if you didn't already know, on Anchor, Spotify, Pocket Cast, iTunes, anywhere else you can find podcasts. You can also listen to it on BlackGeekCool on YouTube. Check it out there. Thinking about doing it on Twitch, but might do a live one on Twitch, but I mess up too much for that. I can't do that. I just talk myself out of it. Yeah, if you would like to support the podcast, you could go to BlackGeekCool Patreon, become a patron that helps support the podcast, get yourself some rewards. That'd be greatly appreciated. You also can go to Teespring, get yourself a BlackGeekCool t-shirt that also supports the podcast greatly, and that is also greatly appreciated. Get you some cool threads, show you love the podcast, and let everybody know. Always a good way to do it. But even if you can't do that, which I know Times are tough. I get it. You can still support the podcast by sharing and liking the podcast, telling somebody about the podcast, or just listen to the podcast multiple times. That helps too. It gets my views up, feedback, all that good stuff. Helps with the algorithm and all that good stuff. So hit the like button, share, tell somebody about it. But yeah, thanks again, guys, for listening to the podcast. Appreciate it so much, and I'll see you guys on the next. Oh, wait, before I forget, let me know, what do you guys want me to give away for the 50th episode? Shirt or like socks, BLACKGEEKCOOL socks. Let me know. Hit me up at BLACKGEEKCOOL, Twitter, BLACKGEEKCOOL, Instagram, or BLACKGEEKCOOL podcast at Gmail. Yeah, let me know, guys. Thanks. And thanks again for listening, and I'll see you guys on the next podcast.